we dated like normal and went out to movies, and he invited me over to his, actually, as soon as we got back to Toronto, I was scheduled to move in with my friend Patty. So, kind of good, I met Kevin. Big, strong guy. He had another friend who was big and strong. So, I had the truck rented, and yeah, they were a big help.
I remember when we first started dating, we went to family reunions. Remember, we go to some of these things. We used to have a lot of them back then, these family reunions, and I used to get so nervous because we'd go to these things and I'd go, "Hey, you," and I wouldn't remember people's names, right? I'm really, I'd see, some of these people once a year, maybe twice a year, and I couldn't remember them, but she would, and she would remember everybody, and she'd remember, and this is my family, mind you, she would remember how people are related to me. So I would have to go to Marcy, who we were just dating at the time, and ask her who some of my relatives were and exactly how they were related to me. Not one of my finest hours.
I'd go over to his house, he'd invite me over for dinner, and wow, the things he made me, like stuffed chicken breasts, pork roast, and he says, "Just go." I said, "Can I help you?" He says, "No, just go sit down and watch TV. I'll be ready in a few minutes." Okay. Felt very pampered. For the first time, I really felt like I was in the center of the attention of somebody. But one time he was cooking, I had to go in and help. I said, "What are you making? I want to know what you're making so I can make it too." Well, I threw something in the garbage, and there it was. All the packaging. He lived across the street from the St. Lawrence Market, and they sell things there all pre-made. You just have to stick it in the oven and warm it up. So that was his secret. Everything is all pre-done. Opened his cupboards. Manwich, 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 manwich. That's really all that there was in the cupboard. So I wasn't angry at him or anything. I thought that was quite creative.
I would say we went on a lot of trips. Her and I did a lot of vacationing. Going up to cottages in the summer, going skiing in the winter time. We went to quite a few islands together, so we were really good in the travel.
Oh, Daryl's aunts had a cottage.
We were in our mid-20s, a bunch of people going out and partying. This was one of the party weekends. Friends of ours, they've got they just got a beautiful family, and his aunt, we call her Aunt Jo, even though she's not my aunt. Everybody calls her Aunt Jo. They have this beautiful, they call it a hunting cabin.
Beautiful cottage, like it was all wood and like appliance, like you could live there.
And this thing, if I recall, is like a 4,000 square foot log home out, north of Kingston, right? Like, yeah, logging, or what do they call it? Hunting cabin, yeah. So it's just beautiful, just absolutely beautiful. And just off from it is this little island, and we had gone over there to party, as usual, and our ride, the boat that we got there, they took off on us, so we were on this lake, on this island, for a good part of the day and well into the evening. And we had a fire going, and by the time the people who had taken off on the boat had come back, we were so anxious to leave that we just quickly put out the fire and hopped on the boat and headed back over to our hunting cabin for the night. And we thought we had put the fire out. It looked like it was out. Well, the next morning, my buddy Daryl and I, we got up and we're looking out, and I can't remember who said it. Well, we thought that somebody was on the island camping out, and then he looked a little bit closer because I can't see. He's got better eyes, and he's going, "No, the island's on fire." So he grabs a pail. He's running down to the boat. I'm running after him. We go over there, and this is the day we're supposed to be leaving.
It had burnt underneath, under the ground, and it was going up on a crest of the hill when we got there. We power boated over there, and on the other side was just dry brush. It would have gone up like that.
We're all spending probably the good part of the morning into the afternoon putting out this fire.
Oh God, we were in such panic.
You've never seen more terrified people in your life. I don't think I think Aunt Jo found out. It was never offered up again. Us bad.
I don't think we actually went up there after that. But that was the weekend that Kevin asked me to move in with him. And I was stunned. I thought, wow, that's commitment. Wow. And I said yes.
There was one time we went, I was on a business trip, and I came back, and I was just bagged. I was totally exhausted. Coming back from, you've been there. I've been through the, doing all the traveling and business, and it's not a whole lot of fun. And you're coming back and you're tired, and all you want to do is go to bed. So I had one of those moments coming through the airport, and just totally exhausted, and just coming through and just wanting to go home. Well, Marcy was my ride home. She greeted me there, but I didn't know it was her. She showed up in a gorilla costume. There's this gorilla waiting there, and it's got a picture of me, and she's pointing to everybody. Unbeknownst to me, I saw the video later. She's pointing to everybody around there that she's waiting for this person and going around. So picture this: she's wearing a big black gorilla suit, a little pink tutu, and I think she had a bow up there. And she's got a picture of me, and she's going through the airport. Since 911, nobody would be doing that now, but you were able to do that back then.
You have named that child for life.
And so that's what greeted me. I'm like, oh my God, what has she done? She's gone and paid somebody to come and humiliate me at the airport.
Is that Marcy in there?
So I was doing my best to try to get around and get away from this person.
Out of here. Just broke your gift, Marcy.
Is this waiting for you? Is this waiting for you?
Is that Marcy in there? No, that's not Mercy.
So after a little bit of fooling around there at the airport, she took the mask off, and it was her.
You're going to be dying in there. It never looked so good. Come on, let's get out of here. Oh, God. Too bad I can't fit you in my car. I have no idea where I'm going.
Hang on, I'll zoom. No! He says, do you have anything on under there? He says, do you have anything on under there?
She really is rather attractive under there, yeah. You think? I hope.
I could walk him down.
Give me that thing, let me wear it. I could use it. Feel that steam in here? That's all you.
And she was sweating, man. She was just dripping. I don't know how long she had that suit on.
You want a pop? No? Yeah?
Watch it, she's rabid.
Okay. Ham it up. Come on, give it to me. Come on, that's your bet? Come on. Okay, that's enough.
That was pretty crazy. That was pretty cool. But I would say, without a doubt, the thing that stood out and really was the decision point in myself where I said, yes, absolutely, I want to marry this person, was it was my 30th. I'm pretty sure it was my 30th. Yeah, it was my 30th birthday party. And she had a party with some friends. We went out for dinner. And I thought this was my party, and it was wonderful. You know, we had some of our closest friends we had gone out to dinner with, and you know, went well into the evening. Had a little bit of a lot of the vino, and other things. So the next morning I was, you know, both happy and a little queasy. And she insisted we go for a walk. At the time, we lived down on the Esplanade down in Toronto, so right by the waterfront. And she wanted to go for a walk down and take a look at some of the boats. And of course, I think it was like a Sunday morning. I'm like, yeah, exactly. That's what I want to do with a hangover. And so of course we did it. Very obliging me, even though I wanted to sleep in. So we went down, and there was a party going on one of the boats, and she wanted to go over and see what was going on. And you know, I'm like, Mr. Sociable, no, I don't want to go over there. But we did, and as I got closer, I started recognizing people on the boat, and it was a whole bunch of my family, my closest friends, people from work. And she had rented a boat to do a tour on through the Toronto Harbor, and you know, and she paid for the whole thing, you know, herself. And you know, she was a graphic designer. She didn't make a lot of money at the time. This was very expensive for her. Even though I heard afterwards, you know, some of my family had offered to help, but she insisted that she paid for this herself. I thought that was so cool.
Hi, Mary.
So we did that. So you know, right off the bat, first thing in the morning, hangover and everything, we're off on a party boat. And it was great. I had such a blast. You know, that boat, even though it was a little misty and wasn't the best of days, that boat was rocking. And we had a really good time. We had an awesome time. I went right through into to that evening as well. So that was pretty awesome. Very nice. Yeah.